Right, lovely people, I'm going to show you how to make some beautiful coconut steam buns, Asian style, with some hoisin chicken, broccoli, pickled ginger, hoisin sauce. We're going to make it in this steamer. It's brilliant. Put it on the timer, put some water in there, rack it up. You can see it's firing away and it's hot in there, real hot in there. That ain't like a sauna, that's proper hot. So what we're going to do is get some buns going, but I want to show you how quick it is. I'm going to use the processor. I've got the regular blade. I'm going to go 1 tin of coconut milk. And then I'm going to use that tin as a measurement. And I want 2 tins of flour. So there's not an easier recipe on the planet for giving you a consistent product. So 1 cup of coconut milk to 2 cups of self-raising flour. So simple, can't get it wrong. I want you to season it with a good pinch of salt, sea salt, sesame oil. Just put a little lug of that in there as well. That gives it that lovely sort of sesame flavour. Just a tablespoon is more than enough. And then I'm going to wazz it up in here seconds. So there we go. We've mixed it up. Smells incredible. I mean, essentially what we're making is like a little sandwich. Hot, steaming, lovely buns with the chicken. Gorgeous. So I'm going to take big spoonfuls of our mix here and put it into a double cupcake mould, just like that. Off with the lid. Let's get our cupcake moulds and plop them in. You know, always be quite fast when you're in here, you don't want to get any burns. I use the cupcake mould, just squeeze them all in like that. Now, let's get these cooking. So the next part of the story, this is going to carry on steaming, and you'll see this kind of steam up again. What you will see as well is all the buns just starting to, because it's self-raising flour, so now the hot steam is around it, it's activating that raising agent, and it's going to become lovely and light and fluffy. So you're going to get lovely soft buns. Let's talk chicken. 2 organic chicken breasts. You know, we're going to slice those up. That's enough for 4 people. Slice them about 1 centimetre thick. As long as it's 1 centimetre thick, it's only going to take about 5 minutes to cook. In the bowl, I'm going to put my chicken. I'm going to wash my hands now. I've got rid of the knife and the board, so we're not going to cross-contaminate anything. Put in 3 or 4 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, thick, dark. The flavours, those lovely sort of Chinese flavours, 5 spice and stuff like that. You can put a few bits of coriander in there if you want. A little soy sauce to season if you want, and a little citrus from lime. Beautiful. Give the lime a good roll, and I'm going to cut that like that and squeeze the juice in. Toss it all up. So the soy sauce is going to season it. We've sort of dressed it in that flavouring. It smells fantastic. I'm going to wash my hands now because we've had raw chicken there. And what I'm going to do at this point is very simply take the lid off the buns and just very quickly pour in this chicken. Gorgeous. And then back on top. Now, while that's doing that, underneath I'm going to put some broccoli and some mushrooms. I've got some lovely sprouting broccoli here. I've got some lovely wild mushrooms. Now, these are farmed and wild. And in the supermarkets now, you can get some fantastic sort of Asian Oriental mushrooms. These buns have had about 5 minutes now. The chicken's had about 3 minutes now. And I'm going to put now the mushrooms and broccoli in just to have a final 3 minutes. Okay? Notice I'm putting them in order because, you know, the buns will take kind of 12 minutes. The chicken will take kind of 5 or 6. And I don't want to kind of just have that steaming away and all the goodness going. I'm now going to take the chicken and the buns off. And I'm going to put the broccoli and the mushrooms in here. What's quite nice is the steam will kind of rotate around the area and it kind of comes to the top here, condensates and then drips down again. And of course, on its way down, ka-chink, ka-chink, it goes past the chicken and that hoisin dressing and those flavours do end up dripping on the broccoli and the mushrooms. So it's kind of a cute, nice, sweet thing. What I want to do now is a kind of Japanese style pickle because it eats really well with this. So I'm simply going to get a cucumber and a speed peeler and just basically speed peel and do it as much as you can And you can see it's a nice little trick. It's wafer thin. It's super easy. It's quite good fun. Take it down to the point where you hit that kind of cellular, kind of watery part. And that's the part that's not so tasty. Then I'll turn it around. I'll do exactly the same on the other side. Take it off. And this pickle's so quick. Really good with beer and nuts and hot day. I mean, look how beautiful and delicate that is. So all I want to do is season that with a little salt, a little soy sauce, which I know is salty as well. And don't worry about the salt, because we're going to squeeze most of this away. A little blip of sesame oil, and a little chili, just to kind of get, you know, just get things heated up a little bit. Any old way. You can finely slice it, finely chop it. You can put in things like coriander, if you want, or mint. Throw in the chili. And what the kind of method here is you just dress it like a normal salad, but then you kind of start scrunching it, like you start scrunching it up, and like you're kind of beating it up a bit, right? And I know it's less pretty, but you're really pounding in that heat and that perfume from the coriander and the soy, and it smells fantastic now. And literally, you just leave it, squeeze it, see all the water that comes out. So now you've got quite an intense, sort of delicious pickle, and you just pick that up, and you put that over here, and that's a lovely little pickle, and you can just pick out some extra bits of chili and stuff like that. I've got my little pickled gingers here. You know, you get this in the supermarkets. You know, you get it in sushi. I've got some toasted sesame seeds here, which are nice. You can buy them toasted or just toast them yourself. I've got a little dish here for my hoisin sauce, and we're done. It's had its kind of 12, 13 minutes. I mean, just look at that. Put them on top. Turn them over. They're steaming hot. It's exciting food. So we've got all our little treats around here. Then I want to go to the bottom for my broccoli and my mushrooms. Here we go. Again, just put them all over the place. Really, really nice. It's an interesting point to make. I mean, have a look at this here, because that's all the steaming juice. That's what would normally get wasted if you were kind of blanching anything. And it's always, always worth tasting it. Everything has just gone in there. It's like chicken stock, meats, mushroom. It's really fantastically oriental. Just put that juice over or save it. And then as we've got some liquor that we didn't expect, just a little good extra virgin olive oil. Look how it splits. Look how it balances on the top. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we just get our chicken. I'm going to put that on the top. So we're just going to finish it off with a little coriander over the chicken. Get some sesame seeds and sprinkle it all over the top. It's quite nice if it's sort of messy, a few beers, nice and sociable, hot, steamed, juicy. You know, get yourself a little bun like this, right? Just pull back the paper. You can rip it open if you want, just like that. Look at that, gorgeous. And then just get a spoon, go in for the hoisin, and just smear that in there like that. And then you can absolutely hit it up with a few little bits of ginger, hit it up with some sesame seed, absolutely go for a little bit of the old pickle. You know, go on, get in there. And then we just go for some mushrooms and a piece of chicken, and then just squeeze it up. And that, my friends, will be a heavenly, naughty little mouthful. And people just take the paper off. You just go and find a quiet little corner. It's good. There's no polite way to eat it. But I promise you that it's finger licking good. So I'm going to say lots of love, bye-bye, and get on with business.